and this is Popping Culture. I'll be reviewing Loki Season 1. This will be 100% spoiler review. Um, so, guys, if you have not seen it, feel free to go watch the season, then come back and watch the review. It will be on Twitch, of course, that's what I'm streaming on, but it will also be on YouTube and Facebook, guys. This is a series that I definitely recommend you guys watching. They definitely put a lot of effort in, they definitely went above and beyond, in my opinion. And like I said, everything will be spoilers, so we're about to jump right into it, okay? Um, Episode 1 of Loki Season 1. Um, Very, very, very well done. Intro, the cutback scenes that show us the Loki, the Loki we follow um, in the storyline up to the Avengers, the first Avenger movie, and what we saw in Avengers Endgame with them stealing the Tesseract and how they weren't able to keep the original Tesseract and Loki ended up getting it. So that was a great way for them to start. I thought that was very clever. Um, and the way Loki teleports in the first episode, he's already trying to take over a new location, and just to see the TVA come in and just say, "Forget all that, come with us," it just shows how powerful they are. Episode 1 definitely had great introduction to what the TVA were are whatever. Um, and yeah, the episode just pushes well with character development, meeting Owen Wilson, um, meeting. I'm sorry, I should have had the cast list in front of me, but the whole cast in the first episode very much shows what the rest of the season is going to become, and I think that was delivered well. One thing that Loki season 1 also you have to give mad credit to is they continually left you with great cliffhangers, even if the episode because it's episode 4 and 5 were kind of slow, but the cliffhangers had you going like, I really want to see what's coming next. And more in episode 4. I think episode 4 was probably the weakest episode, but I'll get to that. Episode 2 uh, is, like I said, the cliffhanger from episode 1 to episode 2 kept you hanging on. And just to see the character development with Loki being like, oh man, I'm really not that important. And just to see him, remember, this is Loki from the first Avengers, so to have him so on his high horse to now being knocked down a peg, it was cool to see. It was cool to see that he actually did care. You could see the emphasis of seeing that he was the reason his mother died. Really, really, really meant a lot, and I think they really portrayed that very well. Um, and then you meet the female Loki, and I believe it's episode 3 where you meet the female Loki, and it begins with an S. I forgot her name, uh, but just to see, how well they, hid her from the audience, and then when you finally see her, it's a great setup to just learning her powers, how she can just control people's mind, and the fact that she never shows her face till the tail end of episode 3 is very clever. Very, very clever. And I think a lot of people probably knew it from the trailer that, she was probably going to be a big, important to the season, but I like the slow lead to it, and that was very clever of them. Um, it very shows like the gray area of things throughout the season where Loki's already a villain. They didn't rush to make him a hero in any way, and most of the time they continually play him as like, hey, we can't really trust him, and then him doing dirty things. So you still don't know if you should root for him or not, even though that the show is named after him. Um, Owen Wilson. I hate to keep jumping back on him. The first time I ever saw Owen Wilson was in Shanghai Noon, with Jackie Chan, and guy is like really making a great, I wouldn't say comeback, but like he's picking better roles, or he's getting more out of that. Just, oh, it's an Owen Wilson movie. He's gonna say wow, and that's it. It's very much he's stepping his game up, and definitely a star performance of him in this season of Loki. Um, the train scene in episode 4. Um, Character development at its best. Like I said, it's a slow episode. It's my least favorite episode of the season, but I see why that episode was there. That character development very much showed how him and Lady Loki uh, really bond because they don't trust each other. So it's just a good way of them showing like how they became closer, and death can definitely be in something that something that can really bond you together is like the unknown and knowing that you could die. So I think they portrayed that well. Besides that, I thought episode 4 was not that great. Episode 5, to see all the different Lokis, even Frog Thor, um, really was the standout episode in my opinion. Some people may not have thought it was that strong. In my opinion, I was like, that this is not the best written episode, but in my opinion, it was definitely the best fan service episode where you got to see so many different Lokis. You even got to see Tom Henderson play an eviler Loki, um, alligator Loki, which it on paper that just doesn't make sense. And then um, you see it, on film, and you're like, thank God they didn't make the alligator talk. Like it was exactly that level, Um, and that's one of the best thing about comic books where you don't ask questions. They never try to make explain why he had a crown on the alligator. It's just like, this is alligator Loki and we're gonna go with it. And when it comes to storytelling, sometimes not asking or not explaining is the best thing you could do. So that was well done. The black guy, the black Loki with the not Thor hammer. Um, I'm pretty sure they were trying to say that was a fake hammer, which it has to be at this point. And Kid Loki, when you find out like Kid Loki killed Thor, his Thor, and it's just like, yeah, yeah, that's he deserves to be king. Like he killed Thor. Like that's and he is still going through puberty. Like you can't. That's it's levels to the game. Um, and episode 6 is just it's written well, it's acted well. We all knew it was Kang. Like it was no way to go around it. I was surprised that they showed him and let him, in that depth. They did, and like just to make him a part of the episode. Because if you know the comics, you know it's Kang. But the fact that they got him in the episode, kept it a secret so well, which Marvel's known for doing, keeping secrets. But they wrote him so well. The best way I can compare it, and I'm pretty sure other people will compare it this way, it really is like Willy Wonka. Like that was it. Like these two Lokis are the people that are picked in the to run the chocolate factory, example to run the universe, and Kane never seems like he's not in control. He's lived so long that he portrays that where he knows he's not scared of dying just because unlike them he's just like he keeps saying like I'm I'm coming back like this this you shouldn't be you shouldn't be scared of me. I am the person that's running things. I'm trying to let y'all know this gets way worse without me. you know I'm old, which he said 31 centuries. I'm pretty sure we went in the comic book. He's probably even older than that. I'm not going to spoil everything about Kane, but that actor portrayed Kane. I mean, you could tell he was having fun. Like you could tell that this was a fun day of shooting for him. And even when he explained his teleportation, one part that really got me was his technology is so advanced that he's already programmed when Lady Loki was going to attack him. So unlike the TVA that they had to like set it up, it was already pre-programmed this whole conversation up to the point where he drops whatever was in his hand in great acting, great written episode where he drops it and he's like, "Oh, I don't know what's happening now. Like this is all up in the air. I have no idea what's happening past this point." And that is the part where you see things. He's still not scared of dying in the sense that he knows like how far this is gonna go, and this is the end of the road anyway. Anyway, he knows he's good. Um, but that fight scene, out of all the episodes, this was the best fight scene in my opinion. And to get to where Loki uh, has to really trust Lady Loki. He jumps, he teleports, whatever his power is. He teleports right in front of Lady Loki, and she could literally chop his head off, but she stops. They kiss, turn, she spins him around, and throws him to a TVA portal, back to the TVA, and then kills Kang. I really thought, you know, that was the only way they could play it. Marvel has to get ready for the bring in X-Men and mutants and all these different things. It was the only way that Marvel could play this game, and well done for them. Um, this explains so much. This covers so much. It really, really sets them up for so many great stories. Kang is going to be a great villain. Has a great actor. Like Josh Borland killed it. Amazing guy. He was with, I mean, he played Thanos so much that where he went from having like PlayStation 3 graphics to like being everything looking like Avatar when it came to his character model. And to see that Kang the Conqueror start out, doesn't have all that makeup on, doesn't have CGI everywhere or whatever. He can just be the actor himself. I know that's going to add more opportunities and more things they can do with his character. Uh, that was truly, truly, truly well done. And season two is they left so many cliffhangers for season two that I'm so excited for. Um, but yeah, guys, these are my thoughts on thoughts and review for season one. If there's anything you guys want to say or add, please leave in the comment section. Again, guys, please, if you're watching on Twitch, please follow. If you're watching on Facebook, please like and follow. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, guys. Popping culture is something that I truly want to continue doing. I truly enjoy the podcast, guys. Please check out the podcast. I have a lot of funny comedians slash entertainers slash boxers, MMA fighters, whoever I can get on. Mostly, I just really want to bring more people onto this journey. I truly believe it can become something successful. And again, thank you so much, and have a